Hello guys, welcome to this video. Now I've got a lovely new set of straps here to share with you. These will all be new accessory products on SVKWatches.ae, which is my online store, relaunched about 3 weeks ago, mainly focusing on Seiko watches and Seiko mods. But since I've been in the UAE, I've noticed one key thing. Firstly, there's loads of watch enthusiasts here, massive watch market here, but seemingly no place to get good quality leather straps. So I wanted to change that, and I've gone out and I've sourced a bunch of different examples, and I wanted to share them with you here, and also give you the chance to be able to buy them locally in the UAE without having to wait for shipping from overseas, without having to pay import taxes and expensive shipping rates. All of these types of straps will be available on my website. I've also tried and tested them so that you're not having to second guess if the strap's any good. You'll see them in this video, and of course you can take my word on their quality. So I'm going to go through them quickly now just to give you an overview. They're obviously on a few different types of watches as well. So I'm going to start with this one. Now, firstly, the watch here is a modified SNKP 21J1. This is a personal model. I decided to make this watch just so that I could try out this lovely new Pueblo leather strap. So this is a handmade leather strap, Italian leather on the top side, and we've got Zermatt lining on the inside of the strap, and I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. On this particular one, we've got a deployant type clasp as well, quick release spring bars, and this is a 22 by 20. All the straps here are genuine leather. Okay, so I'm not gonna offer any kind of PVC or PU leather or whatever, faux leather. All of this is genuine leather, and that's important to me because genuine leather tends to look the best for the longest time, and also you get really nice kind of patina on it. So this is really my most high-end strap that I'm going to offer, and this one is going to come in at between 230 to 250 dirhams. You might know, if you've looked for straps in the UAE, you either get very expensive straps, 300 and above, 500 dirhams sort of straps from high-end watch stores, or you get really poor quality straps from the likes of Amazon and the souks and so on. So what makes this strap the best value for money? Well, firstly, it is the quality of the leather used. If I just zoom in on that a little bit, this particular strap I've worn pretty much solidly for 2 weeks. I'll show you a brand new one, same type, which is here in a minute. And you can see the Pueblo leather has this sort of slightly grain, kind of tiny little, almost like a hairline kind of pattern. It's quite matte. You can see it a bit better there. It's quite matte. And we've got really nice quality stitch finishing, nice quality thread used as well. What I was really impressed with this one, even after 2 weeks, there are absolutely no cracks or creases in the edging of the strap. So this is like a special process they do on the edges of the strap to smooth it all out. And it's remained exactly as new, even though I've worn it. You know, I've washed my hands with this strap on. I've been doing all my daily jobs with it, and I've not really seen any issues or damage with it. And that's what really shows a high quality leather strap compared to a cheaper option. So the lining, I mentioned this before, Zermatt is actually the company that supplies lining leather to Hermes. Now, if you know luxury goods and handbags, Hermes is second to none in the quality of their materials. And if it's good enough for Hermes, it's certainly good enough for me at SVK Watches. So that's another nice feature of this strap. That lining leather, especially when it's finished so well, will actually help protect the strap and protect the leather from water. So you can actually wash your hands with this. I haven't tried to go swimming with it or shower with it. I don't really intend to, but you shouldn't have any issue. If the leather strap has been lined well and made well, it will actually last a long time, even if you get it wet in the rain or splash it with water and so on. Now, the Pueblo leather, as I mentioned, with a standard clasp, which is that one, and I'm going to show you that in a second, is 230 dirhams. with a deployant buckle like this. I'll show you how that works. It's a nice thick strap as well, a good sort of, I'm going to say about 3 to 4 millimeters. So it works well with larger watches. Nice polished surface. You can see you can install the standard pin buckle as well. Now I should mention you can get different colors of this strap and the clasps and the pin buckles as well. You'll see the full range on my website. But this is particularly useful if you're a bit worried about dropping your watch. So for example, I'm going to put this on now. All I need to do is slide it onto my wrist, click it in from there, and then fold this over. I've got really quite big wrists, so I only need the third pinhole there, and this essentially replaces your regular clasp. I'll show you an example with that one in a second. The other thing I noticed with this is, though I've worn it and taken it on and off with the standard pin buckle, it didn't really damage or crease the leather too much. You can see where I will have put the clasp, but as long as you're always putting it in the same place, it's not going to affect the rest of the look. So you can see on my quite large wrist, my wrist is 7 3/4 inches, so it is a bigger wrist. Most sort of more average size wrist, you might end up using both little keeper loops. And by the way, even just the quality of these loops is really high end for the price point. So here is the exact same strap as I have on my larger watch. This is in 20 size, so it's the exact same strap, just smaller. This is on my Arabic Explorer model. Another really nice 38mm case, so you can sort of see a size comparison there. Again, this is a brand new one. You can see it is slightly distressed as new, and it will patina quite well. It does go, if you can sort of tell the difference. This one on my wrist I've had for about 2 weeks, and it's definitely got a little bit darker, but the color has really remained very similar. The underside, you can see the lovely quality. Even just the holes are drilled perfectly straight and perfectly round. You can also sort of see the quality of that material and the finishing. Also, quick release spring bars, which means you can quickly just use your nail to remove and refit your strap really easily. Now these are the keepers. If you have a strap on your watch right now, have a look at the keepers. Do yours line up as neatly as that? Really nice high-end finishing there, and they've hidden cleverly the knots inside the strap, made it very nice and smooth across the top. The thread, like I said, high-end, so it's not going to fray and start looking really messy very soon after purchase. So the Pueblo leather strap is going to come in 2 colors, the dark brown and the light brown color here. As mentioned, after a few weeks they will go slightly darker, but this one's definitely going to give you that sort of camel leather sort of color for longer, perhaps look a little bit more modern, and perhaps fit the lighter color dials that you might have better as well. While I'm here, I just want to share as well, another nice feature is the standard pin buckle. I was really impressed with the mill quality on this. If you just look at how nice and defined all of the edges are, and I'll just compare that to a cheaper option strap, and you can see the difference. So this red one here is a more of your sort of standard type, and you can see the buckle there is significantly less defined. It's a lot more rounded and polished, whereas the left side one is brushed, and it just feels nicer to use. It's a bit hard to show you on the video, but I'm trying my best just to sort of highlight that the strap on the left is significantly more refined than the one on the right, and you can see that in the keeper too. I will come back to this one a bit later, as it is still a strap I'm going to offer. Nice genuine leather strap. So they're the Pueblo leather straps. The next one is a very similar strap, different color. This is only going to be available in this lovely muted gray color. It's almost like an elephant grey colour. Exactly the same design, same lining. You can see that nice quality Zermatt lining there. The top leather is not Pueblo leather. This is still a high-end full grain Italian leather, and this one just has a bit less of the kind of patina effect. By the way, this is a lovely watch I built as just an homage to the Great Wave sort of Seiko design in gold, more of a two-tone design. It actually fits this strap really well, so I thought I'd show you it on the strap. Same clasp, or buckle, sorry, and you can see all of the sort of handmade nature of this is equally good quality to the Pueblo leather. It's just slightly different color, slightly thinner, perhaps 0.5 millimeter thinner, and just an overall simpler finish. Now this one's going to be 180 dirhams. Again, available in 20 and 22 lug size. Now moving on, here is this is a fun one. This is for people that want to have a bit more color and jazz up their watch a little bit. This is what I'm going to call the contrast leather option. So there's a nice red one. This deep red is one of my favorite colors, and it goes so well with the SRPD 69 Seiko 5 Sport. I've just put it on one example just to show you. Now again, this is quite a padded leather strap. It's got nice quality contrast stitching, similar high quality thread that you saw on the last two. A bigger, slightly differently designed buckle there, a bit more chunky, larger keepers, and a black. This is not the Zermatt lining that we saw on the others, but that is reflected in the price. This one is only 160 dirhams, and it comes in this sort of distressed red and blue color. It is padded, so it's a bit thicker on the ends, and in the middle here, it's a bit more sort of 3D. And also, as it bends, it actually goes lighter. So this is a nice feature of sort of wax oil leather and even buffalo leather, and it does actually return to its color as well. So once this is worn in, this is going to look really nice, a real sort of tough vintage look, perfect for this watch, I think. What do you guys think? Now, moving on to some cheaper options. I didn't want to leave out the sort of classic either black or brown simple leather strap, so this is going to be my sort of classic strap. This is a 36mm SKX 013 mod that I did using a watch and style case, and this is the 20mm size classic leather strap. Again, genuine leather, similar quality clasp there. Again, nicely milled, fit and finish is good. It doesn't rattle at all or shake. Nice quality keepers, good stitching. This one again has a slight 3D kind of padding, but this is definitely thinner than the previous set, but it does fit a simpler, smaller watch well. It's got this sort of semi-gloss finish, real leather of course on the top and the bottom, and you've got some nice quality lining leather. Again, this is not the Zermatt that you get on the handmade ones, but it is still nicely finished. And what I like about this is it's incredibly flexible without distorting the look of the strap at all. So this is going to be one of the most comfortable straight out of the pack, and you can get this in black, light brown and dark brown as well. The stitching will match the strap, so if the contrast is a little bright for you, this might be a nice option as well. Again, same sizes, 20 and 22mm lug size, which is perfect for most Seiko models, as well as a lot of different watches. Now, moving on, we've got these three. These are all the same type of strap, and this is going to be my lowest cost leather strap option. Really like the quality for the price, and it is just 100 dirhams. These are going to be available in a few different colors a little later, but these are sort of a racing style strap. Again, nice quality, genuine leather, good quality stitching. These are contrast stitching, similar to the more padded vintage style there. It's a colored leather, so it's not going to have some of those lovely natural properties, although it is real leather, of course. and you can see a simpler sort of lining on the back, and a simpler clasp and keeper that I mentioned before. But if you're looking for a fun strap in a few different colors, this goes really well with these kind of field watch style, or these are what I'm calling my racing style watches. Almost reminds me a bit of the Olympic colors. We've got the green sea urchin dial, we've got the SKX 009 dial in this blue layout, and we've got an SNK model here with those red and black accents as well. These are really good fun watches. Automatic movements, of course, these are actually available on my site as well as a lower cost option. But the straps, let's not forget, are really quite nice quality again for the price. This is what I'm trying to do here, guys. I'm trying to give you the best possible price for the best possible quality. It's a balance, I know, but I think you'll find something that you like from this set. So again, these are really nice and supple. I've tried one of these for a few weeks as well. No issues, because it's real leather. That's one thing that you should always look for, is the quality of the leather. Is it real leather? Is the stitching good? Have they used good thread? Have they finished the edges well? If this is really thick and waxy, it can break apart. So that's something that definitely doesn't happen on the higher end straps. And what kind of lining leather have they used? If it doesn't say, chances are it's the cheapest possible one. If it's a Zermatt lining leather, such as this one, then you are winning, because that is a much higher end material. Also, most of the straps have quick release spring bars, not all of them, so do check the listing when you're ordering. But I've got to say the Pueblo leather is my absolute favorite, of course, closely followed probably by these two. So that's what I wanted to show you today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Finally, you can buy good quality straps at prices you can afford with free delivery in the UAE. If there's something else you'd like me to add to my lineup, please let me know. If you've got a size that you're looking for or a strap you're looking for, feel free to email me info@SVKWatches.ae as well, and I will help you out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.